behind closed doors. I'm a fool for your love.
Hi guys, another Geek123 here. So today I'm here to review another Spider-Man cartoon, and this is probably the most interesting, Spider-Man the New Animated Series, which is also has an interesting history, but that is for another video. So let's get into the review. Spider-Man the New Animated Series was made by MTV and had Neil Patrick Harris voicing Spider-Man / Peter Parker. So the first thing is the fact that each episode always focuses on one side character that will keep the story going, making fresh new stories each episode, and I really like that. It kept me coming back for more. Mentioning characters, you can tell they worked really hard on these ones, and not just Peter Parker by the show. Not just relying on many famous villains they already had in the comics, the show created fairly great and okay original villains of the Spider-Man to go up against in some episodes, but I don't think they won't focus on classic villains. Like I said, they focus on every character they put in the show. Like my favourite villain in the show, Max Dillon. Especially he was a similar type of, he has a similar storyline like he does in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but they actually grow Max as a fully fleshed out character. But boy, where was Aunt May in this show? And I'm gonna probably mention that fact in the MTV show, just to know, in the development episode, but she's not there for some reason. I also love how we see Peter's college life with Mary Jane and Harry Osborn. It really focuses on Peter's complicated love lives and relationships. Nitpick here, I thought I wish to see some more Peter Dustin-off scenes like the deleted one from Spider-Man 2. Also, they focus way too much showing it was a modern 2000s college, which is sort of aged to show a little. I also love the animation of this show. It was really impressive for 3D animation then. I also liked some character models, even though some of the ones weren't as good. Mentioning animation, the action was really good in this show. Possibly better than some movie fights, except for some of the big MCU Spidey ones for me. I also think Neil did a really good job being a moody Peter and a hyper Spider-Man. That's probably why he was recast for some video games. I also wasn't meaning moody in a bad way for Peter. This Peter is a lot more mature than many adaptations, and it really works for this more mature show. Let's go on to Harry. I think this version is better than the Raimi version as well, as we see him being the classic ladies man like he is in the comics, or being calm, getting his father's business, keeping alive after his death, and while getting angry, not as moody as it was in the Raimi, but like you can tell he was furious when he sees Spider-Man in the show, but he just realises he's his best friend. One problem with the show, to me though, is the consistency of Peter and MJ's relationship. We go from them dating, to not sure about it, to them to do it over and over again, to eventually when the new girl Indy, Peter's interested in, comes in the show, getting a love triangle, and that just kept going in the show, and it was really inconsistent and really repetitive. It's just like all over the place to me, but compared to everything else in the show, it's not that bad. However, as much as I praised the show, it eventually got cancelled after its first 2 seasons, and it left a very big cliffhanger of Peter quitting, which was a really good arc they could have made, especially with the reason why he did it after someone close to him did die. And it also makes us question if he ever went back as being the famous hero, or he just left everything behind, which is kind of depressing. So that was my review on the Spider-Man the New Animated Series. I personally thought the show could have kept running till the very end, but obviously MTV never thought, and we got left on a very depressing cliffhanger to me. If you guys watch the show, what are your thoughts on it? I really want to hear your thoughts. I, again, think MTV actually did a great job with this show compared to the rest of their animated series, and I was really impressed. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.